Welcome to Flow. Let's get started. Today we'll start off lying down. Bring your legs out long and heavy in front of you. Bring your arms to rest by your side. Allow your eyes to close or find a soft gaze. And take these first few moments to bring focus and awareness to your breathing. Take a full, big breath in. Feel your chest and your belly expand as you inhale. And as you exhale, allow your body to sink a little heavier into the mat. Start to find a little bit of movement in your extremities through your fingers, your toes, your wrists, your ankles. And pull your knees into your chest. Grab for fingers or wrists or forearms. Option to find a little movement here if you'd like to rock from side to side. We'll start off with a spinal twist. Keep your left knee into your chest. Bring your right foot flat down to the mat. And now take your left knee across your body to the right. We're going to be taking some movement in this twist. So bring your left arm so it comes across your body over to your right palm. And then draw your left hand back and open, expand through the chest. And then take this again. Slide the left palm so it comes to meet the right palm. And then draw the left palm across your chest and open. And we'll take about 8 of these. And as you're moving into this exercise, notice the movement that's happening in your spine. So think of your rib cage consistently twisting from side to side as your arm and your shoulder moves. And you can involve your head and your neck a little bit here and shift your gaze accordingly. Your pelvis and lower body may move just a little bit, but try to keep that part of your body as stable as possible. And then last one here, hold your twist. Expand through your arms, bring your gaze over to your left hand, and just breathe. Allow your belly to expand as you inhale, and find a little bit of deeper twist as you exhale. Make your way out of this twist. We'll move to the opposite side. Pull your right knee into your chest, bring your left foot so it's flat, and then draw your right knee so it comes across your body into a spinal twist. And we'll start off with this spinal movement. So extend through your left arm and then bring your right palm across to your left palm. And then draw your right arm across your chest. So we find this gliding through your ribs and through your middle spine. And you can involve the head and the neck a little bit more as well. And we do about 5 to 8 of these. Just to feel this movement. Allow yourself to get a little bit warmer through your spine. Find a little more range of motion. With every set, notice if you're able to go a little further into your twist. Also think of staying long through your neck, staying long through your spine. And find a few more here. Feel the sensation of being nice and stable in your pelvis, in your lower body. And then this last one, keep your right arm open and just hold in this twist. Take a few big breaths here, breathe into your belly, and exhale to twist a little bit deeper. And then slowly make your way out. Pull both of your knees into your chest and rock and roll yourself to an upright sitting position. Extend your left leg out to a diagonal, bend your right knee. Reach your arms up overhead and rotate towards your extended leg. Release your body up and over your extended leg. And then start to trail your fingertips over to the right. Plant your right hand down, lift your hips up, reach your left arm back behind you. And then again, lower your hips and swirl yourself back to your forward fold. And then swirl your body again. So the right hand comes down, the hips lift up, and the chest opens. And we'll take about 5 of these, alternating between each posture. I want you to notice a very swirly movement, almost a loose movement happening through the spine. Notice tension you may be holding on to in your jaw or your eyebrows as you go through this. Feel free to linger a little bit longer in any of these postures. Take one final set here, one final round. And then lower your hips down to the mat and rotate your torso over towards your bent right legs. We're coming into a variation of a pigeon pose. Tuck your back toes under, option to lift your back knee. We're going to find a bit of spinal movement in this variation of pigeon. So as you inhale, roll up through your spine, lift your chest, lift your chin, and then as you exhale, think of rolling through your spine as you lower your torso down to the ground. And think of this wave-like movement. Take about 5 of these, moving up and down. Keep your back toes flipped under and then maybe opt to lift your back knee and notice any difference you may feel in the opening of the front of your left hip flexor. Last one here, bring your right forearm down to the mat, bend your right knee so you're kind of lounging on your right side. Lift your left leg up, float the left leg behind you as you stretch your left arm out at a diagonal. And then pull your left arm back and karate chop your left foot forward. This is a very funky exercise. It may take you a few tries to kind of understand it in your body, but it's a really beautiful way to move through your spine. So we're moving in opposition here. As the arm goes back, the leg goes forward, and as the arm goes forward, the leg goes back. It's also a beautiful exercise to open through your heart space, and then you could expose your back and create distance between your shoulder blades as you lean forward. And then last one here, stack your knees one on top of the other. We're gonna move all of that to the second side. So extend your right leg, bend your left knee, reach your arms up overhead, rotate towards your extended leg, and release your body up and over your leg. Option to hang here for a few moments, and we're gonna start moving. So think of swirling your torso first forward, and then your left hand will be placed behind your left hip. Push your hips up and reach your arm up and overhead. Feel this opening into the front of your torso, the front of your hips. And then with control, lower your hips and move through it again. So big circular movement. You can once again lift your arms up, or you can find more of a rounding as you come around and back to your forward fold. And if you'd like to move a little bit faster, a little more energized, feel free to move that way. If you want to go a little bit slower, feel free to move that way as well. Whatever you're feeling may be different on one side than it is on the other. Honor whatever you need here. It may feel a little bit uncomfortable, but I encourage you when you're in this open hipped position to hang for just a little moment and breathe into the opening at the front of your hips. This will be our last set here. Next time you lower your hips down, rotate over your bent left knees. You're coming into a variation of a pigeon pose. Flip your back toes under and lift your back knee. And begin to move through these spinal undulations. So roll up through your spine, open your chest, lift your chin, open your throat, and then release through your spine and let your torso be heavy over your left leg towards the mat. And we'll take about 5 of these. I really want you to think of this rippling sensation through each vertebrae. You find more range of motion, you find more fluidity, just moving through your spine, and also finding some nice juicy opening into your outer left glute. Last one here, roll over onto your left side. So your left forearm comes down to the mat. Your left knee is supporting you. Lift your right ankle, pull the right ankle behind you as your right hand reaches forward in opposition, and then switch. So the right leg karate kicks forward while the right arm opens. And again, this is a pretty funky exercise. It's a really beautiful functional movement. Have to think a little bit more with this one. Depend a lot on your left forearm. But think that your fingers and your toes are trying to extend as far away from each other as possible. And notice almost a sensation of ringing out through your spine as you move between these two shapes. And last one here, bring yourself to tabletop position, start to move through cat and cow. Cow spine, arch the spine, lift the gaze, and then for your cat spine, find a variation. Tuck your toes under. As you round through your spine, pull your hips back to your heels. So it's kind of a hybrid of a child's pose and a cat spine. And continue to move between these two postures. Allow your breath to be infused with your movement, even if it's not matching exactly. find a few more here. Very gentle. And last one, bring yourself back up to tabletop and make your way to a cross-legged seat. Bring your hands so they rest on your knees or your thighs. Allow your eyes to close or find a soft gaze. And we'll take these few final moments to come back into your body, come back to your breath. Notice any shifts you may feel. Maybe a sense of increased mobility or decreased soreness or tightness. Allow yourself a few more moments of silent breath. Thank you for joining us today. And that's your flow.